waspinator is so cool. I wish I could have like a figure of him or something. If I just reach for him. What the heck? Huh. Guys, welcome back to another video. So I just got this package of a figure I'm going to be reviewing. This figure is from a show I've mentioned before, in the last video. I think I mentioned it. You'll see what it is right now. So let's get into it. What the heck? Where's the thing? Is it on this side? Oh, here it is. Alright. Like this. Oh my. Oops, I opened it wrong. Very weird. Oh shoot. Hold up. I'm going to do this. Alright. So if you don't know what this is Waspinator from Transformers Beast Wars, which is a very good show. Waspinator is one of my favorite characters. I really wanted a figure of him. And yes, I mentioned this in the last video. I talked about Beast Wars. That I would be reviewing the new figures whenever they come out. This is not new. This is actually pretty old. Let me see what year this is from. 2014. This is the Hasbro version, not the Takara one. I don't know. I like the colors of it more, but I'll get more into that in a bit. Let's get this open. Swing. Alright. Let's see. How do I do this? Alright. I got it open. It sucks. I damaged the box a lot. I'm thinking that maybe I'll just glue it back together possibly, or yeah, do something like that, tape it back together. I know that sounds kind of dumb of me or weird of me, but yeah, that's just how it is. Now let's get him out of his box. Gosh. Oh, the camera a bit. Let's get the other one. Oof. There we go. Oh, wait, there's some on the wings too. Jeez. Excuse me. Oh. Alright, let's... Oh my, there's more. Hold on. Alright, I got him out. We'll be looking at that in a second. And there's his weapon. And also, open the box. Shove this stuff in here. Alright, and there's no instructions to this. Unless... I think I might know where the instructions are, actually. Just hold on 1 second. Sorry, there's a bunch of noise going on. Alright, there we go. Let's close up the sword. Alright, hold on, it's soft, flimsy. Need to get a new knife. So here's the figure itself. And I'm thinking, so these types of figures, I've had one of these kind of figures before, like a long time ago. But I'm thinking that the instructions are somewhere in this comic book. Maybe. Let me look. Okay, that's weird. I have no clue where the instructions are at. So, that's weird. Okay. That is really weird. Let me look at the box one more time. Yeah, that's weird. There's literally no instructions. I'm gonna have to wing this here. That is so weird. What? Alright. Well, anyways, let's review the figure now. Alright. This figure, a lot of people say, doesn't have good paint, or, well, it's not painted very well. It's not painted show accurate. I don't really care, because I like the colors of it anyways. I think it looks great. There's the little Protocon sticker. And I think that this head sculpt is amazing. Look at that. And there's some light. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now, but there's light piping in there. Whoa, that's a weird feeling, like plastic stuff. So yeah, he's got these little bug arms here, a huge wasp stinger, I guess what this is, and another gimmick, or a gimmick on this figure, is that his wings can like flop in and out. You just gotta hold this little brown button here and they do that, which is pretty cool. And he comes with one accessory on his tail. Gosh, hold up. He also comes with the gun, which pegs in like right here on his back, which sucks to get out, but there's his little gun, which is made out of some of this more like clear stuff here. Pretty cool. And here's his big eyes, which this sculpt is very show accurate. I love this figure, it looks awesome. Let's get onto the articulation. So if you come to the head, there's a swivel. That's another thing with this figure. His body parts fall off fairly quickly, I do have to say. Or very quickly, very like, they're loose, I guess you'd say. They sort of just fall off a lot, which is good because waspinator is broken most of the show anyway. Alright, so we got a swivel at the head. You can look up that far and down that far, which is great because the problem with the other figures was that their heads couldn't move. They could only move side to side. And now we finally got a figure that just has, it's on a ball joint, so he can, you know, do a 360 and stuff like that. If you get him in the arm, this is also on a ball joint. What the heck? Which can swivel and go up, down, can go do a 360, I guess I should say. There's a bend at the elbow, which is also a ball joint, so this can turn around if you just move these little bug things out of the way. These little wasp arms, which also counts as a swivel. And at his hand, there's a bit of articulation there, but not very much. It doesn't go up or down, it just sort of sits there like that. Alright, same thing for the other arm. And then if you come down to the leg, there's a ball joint here, so you can kick up that far and can kick back that far because of his like wasp butt. I don't know what you'd call it. There's a bend at the knee, which is weird because it can do that, and it can bend back a bit, but mostly it stays like that. And then at the feet, there's this to keep him up a bit, and then his toe can bend down like that. Shoot. And no ankle pivot. And obviously same thing for the other side. And for the waist, there's not much of anything at the waist, but his waist is very, see here, it's not like clipped in or anything, it sort of just sits there because it's plugged into his back right here. That's where the waist is. So yeah, that's kind of weird. So that was all for the articulation. Let's get into this transformation. This is going to be a rather interesting transformation because I don't know how to transform it. So let's get into it. I'll just try to wing it and see where we get to. Alright, so the first thing I did was unpeg this. And this basically is just a big wasp head right here, but it's pegged in right there, and then you just unpeg it. And then, I have no clue what to do next. Let's see here. I'm gonna plug this head together, and then I'm assuming that this head is just, whoa, it fell off again. Jeez. Yeah, hold on, we're having technical difficulties. I just squeezed the head together. Anyways, it's like that so far. And, I'm assuming that maybe... Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, I got the head back on. Anyway, so right here, there's this, and it's kind of stuck in the back there. You're gonna pull that out, and then put his head back into there, I'm assuming. And then we're gonna come into his arms, and I'm assuming that you're just gonna have to sort of bend them downward like this, and then put these like that. Oh. Oof, this came back. So then there you go. It doesn't really plug in or anything right here. But anyways, these will just sit there. Then, oh gosh. Then what you're gonna want to do is, I don't know. Let me check. I forgot to pause it. Okay, well, another realization I made is that you should probably turn this around like that. And that should be good. And then flip this. Oh gosh, hold on. Flip this like that. And then maybe. Okay, hold on. This time I'm gonna try not to forget to pause it. Okay, so I'm assuming that this leg right here is gonna bend up and like this. You can also bend this knee back. And like I said, turn the waist around. And obviously do the same thing for the other leg. Move this arm out of the way a bit. Oh gosh. This is rather interesting transformation. And I'm not exactly sure if these peg in anywhere, so let me check. Okay, so yes, these feet have a little hole right here, and then there's a little peg right in there. You can see that one. Gosh, this thing's not focusing, as you can see right there. And make sure this head is pulled back a bit, because these toes bend forward like that, and I'm thinking that what you're going to want to do is peg them in to right. Oh gosh. Well, you're going to peg them in right there anyway, but let me do that real quick. Okay, so I did it. Yeah, make sure these are lined up with the butt or whatever. And there's these little pegs right here on the hands that'll go in there. So like that. And like that. And obviously they'll be bent. And then just put the little arms down like this. These two on the legs. And this one obviously also. So yeah, just put them out like that, I think. And then obviously these ones will go back here like this. And you got the wings. You can adjust those, by the way. Close up this. Try to make sure not the head is not poking through. Obviously they're the hands right there, so there's not much we can do about that. But then take the gun here. Let me put him down. Oops. Take the gun and fold it in like this. There should be a little hole that you can put that in through, and then just sit it right on the back there. Alright, there you go. And let me put these back a bit more. And there's the wasp form. Now, if you're gonna get this figure, be prepared to figure out how to transform this, because it was super confusing to me. I sort of just guessed, but it looks like I did good for guessing because I figured it out. So, yeah, and I like the design of this wasp form. It's not like the show that, like, you know, like, it doesn't look like a real wasp, but I don't think it's supposed to in this. It's supposed to look more like a mechanical form of it. So it's supposed to look like a robotic wasp is what this was going for. And I like it. And also the wing thing still works here, so you could like do that or something, and then there you go. And you got a flying waspinator. But the painting and sculpting on this is very good. And I hope that the new waspinator that they're making looks like the robot mode. I hope it looks good. But I hope the bug mode doesn't look like this. I hope it looks more like the show. But this still looks cool. It's still perfectly fine. I still like it. But yeah, the transformation, you're gonna have to practice so you can remember it. But there you go. There's the transformation. There's his big butt. And there's the stinger. And there's the wings. And there's the Protocon symbol. Right there. And there's the face, which doesn't look bad. Like I'm saying, this beast mode is not bad at all. It's actually very good, and I like it. And obviously get the comic with it, which is pretty cool. If this does have instructions and I might have got ripped off or something online, tell me in the comments down below, because I do not know. I don't think it comes with instructions, but it's okay because I guess I figured it out anyway, so that's cool, I guess. So yeah, let's do the size comparison, and that should be the end of the video soon. Alright, I got waspinator standing there. Let's get the first figure, which is Ultra Instinct Goku, which waspinator's always been, he's kind of short. He's like the Starscream of the bunch. I'm not saying Starscream's short, but that's what waspinator's like. So there he is, next to Ultra Instinct Goku, which it kind of seems that they're not, like, Goku isn't that much taller than him. Yeah, it doesn't really seem that much taller than him, it's just because Goku's hair, I think, but that's all. Alright, let's get the next figure, which is one of my other reviews, Cliff Jumper, which Cliff Jumper is very small, and that makes sense why he's much smaller than waspinator, but that doesn't matter. That means he's a good size. Next up, here is the Mega Bloks Spartan. Here, he's taller than him, obviously, but not a problem. He's only a bit taller than him, which is fine. And here is the last review, fudge nuts, the McFarlane Toys, Spawn figure, which, oh gosh, hold on, let me get in the stand a bit, which is gonna take a bit. Hold up. Alright, I'm not sure why, but Spawn won't stand, so I'm just gonna have to hold him like this a bit. But Spawn is one of my tallest figures for sure. He basically is the same size as Optimus Prime. So of course he's gonna tower over Waspinator. He's not even in the frame. But yeah, look at that. That's a big difference. Alright. Well, thank you for watching my YouTube video. I will not be reviewing any more Beast Wars figures for till next year probably, because that's when those new ones come out. And this one's old, like I said, this one's older. Which, don't ask how much I paid for it. But you can get this on Amazon, maybe eBay too, and maybe not get ripped off, but yeah. I think this figure's great. I don't care about its paint-apps. I think it looks fine. Its articulation is good. It's fun to handle. I think the only problem is the stupid waist, but that's fine. And you can get him into a lot of great poses, and it's fun to play with. And I mean, it looks cool, and I love Waspinator, so you know, you gotta love the figure. Alright, like and subscribe. Do whatever you want. Comment down below. Tell me if you want a review on this guy. I might just do it anyways. Probably not though, because I'm too lazy. So see you guys in the next video, and waspinator signing out.